What's up everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today we are finally getting rid of the fishbowl on the Toyota Supra here, of course, at Sunstoppers. We're gonna do some window film on all the glass of the car. So they're already working on quite a few different pieces, getting pieces cut out. As you can tell, that looks like the rear glass, and then we had the plotter machine cutting out all the windows and everything like that, just to make sure, of course, everything comes out perfect. So the car is sitting in here, which, by the way, they just renovated this location. I'll have all Sunstoppers information down in the description below. We're at their Mathews location, and this looks insane with all the new LED lighting. The car with the new wrap, it pops so nicely with all these sweet LEDs. Alright, so with some of the prep work out of the way, as you can see, he's already shrinked the one sheet that's going to go on the side windows, and now with a clean window and with soap all over it, of course, it is time to apply them, and they're doing this simultaneously. I wonder who's going to win which side. But lining everything up nicely, and it goes on just like that. I do like how Sunstoppers, they use the plotter and everything just to make sure everything is cut perfectly. We have had an issue with the car at a different shop like 2 years ago where they hand cut it, and it was insanely jagged, and needless to say, we had to get it fixed. So obviously these guys do it the right way, and everything just lines up really nicely and just makes it look perfect. And obviously you're getting high quality window tint on your car, you want it to just be perfect. And now the Supra, I love with my wrap with the blacked out theme and everything, but now it's gonna really tie into that design, and of course keep it nice and cool on the interior. All right, a few minutes later, they have knocked out the side windows. 2 people working, obviously that goes by pretty darn quick. And as you can see, nice and clean around the edges with nothing weird about that. So like I said, this is gonna be about a 30-ish once it's all said and done if you were to register it with a meter. So just kind of in the lighting, you can see the differences, of course. It used to be pretty much as clear as nothing, and now it's got a nice tint to it to where, especially with the black roof, black interior, small car, it's gonna look pretty dark. It'll definitely look darker than it is, so can stick with being pretty much legal without really having any issues. So it's onto the windshield now. Went ahead and pre-cut it, and now it's just time to shrink it all nice and tight around the glass. And it's nice, it already has a cutout for the sensor up above that. That's kind of the most challenging piece of glass, I would say, on a car is the windshield, because of course to put it on, kind of takes 2 people to do it with the navigation screen in the way, of course the rear mirror in the way, and it's just a tight working area. Unlike the back, which completely opens up, of course, same with the windows. But already it is starting to look good. Just letting these all dry out nicely, as you can see. And then I've already taken out the 3rd brake light, so we'll clean that window in a second. And then I'll go ahead and reinstall that. But she is looking good, really blending in the black paintwork. Yeah, Sunstoppers, man, they really knock things out so quickly. little bit later, we are done with the Supra, especially under the lighting with all the black and everything. It looks so good with just blacked out windows. And I like how being a small car with the black paint and everything, it looks way darker than it really is. So I'm loving that for sure. But I love how the Xpel product too, it's just a nice black. It's not like that purpley or anything you're gonna see on like the cheap stuff. But that looks so, so clean. And then the 70 on the windshield, it's not crazy dark. It looks way darker in here than it really is. But overall, definitely looks so sick. And especially with that blue and everything, those bronze wheels. Dang, that thing is looking so sick. All right, so time to bring the Supra out into the daylight. Of course, we gotta hear that exhaust start up and pull it outside. Yeah, that always sounds good. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get this thing outside now. All right guys, we are heading home now. Sun is setting, it's about 7 p.m. right now. Now this is the same percentage I've had on every single one of my cars. A lot of people do ask when we do tint videos, you know, if this is too dark for when it is dark out, you know, middle of the night, stuff like that. I've never had an issue. I've had my cars tinted like this for years and years and years, and it's perfectly fine. When it is pitch black outside, you can still see out, your headlights still do everything the same. So you don't have any downfalls with being too dark. And it's a really good percentage to where the car looks good. Like obviously you guys just saw it looks insane. We'll get to the house and see how it looks in natural light at my house. But looks really good, performs really well. Of course the Xpel, it blocks all the UV rays, all the heat, stuff like that. And it just makes it so much cooler inside your car. But as far as driving at night, you're not gonna have an issue with this setup. And the 70 on the windshield, it's not really crazy dark. You really don't notice it. However, it's gonna block all that heat, which is ideal. Window tint isn't just to make your car look cooler, it's actually to make the interior much cooler. And when you don't do the windshield, honestly, your car is just as hot on the inside. So you have to do all the glass, I think. And continue driving home. We got a ZR1 here with an SS badge and ZR1 badge. I don't think I've ever seen somebody put fake badges on a ZR1. Why, people? Why? All right, back off the highway now. Let's do a little bit of a pull enjoying the Supra. Oh yeah, she's still a fast little car. And one thing you're gonna notice when you first do get window tint, you may slightly notice it, a little bit of haziness in some of the glass, just as all the little water bubbles dry out and everything. But honestly, this really isn't as bad as I've seen some cars. So they did a good job at least squeegeeing it really nicely. And honestly, in the next day, the little bit of waviness you'll see in the windshield and rear glass are gonna come nicely and out. But here's the POV angle, kind of what it looks like. Definitely looks good in here. You can tell the difference between the side as well as the windshield. Back looks all nice and everything. But she is looking really good. Gosh, this thing sounds so good. All right, so we have made it back home now. Final look now at the product with that Xpel window film. It looks so good, and I like the color. It is black, so it really, really matches the paint. It just fits so perfectly. Now, this whole theme just ties in so well, of course, with that carbon wing and everything. With those clear windows that looked a little funky, but now it looks absolutely perfect, especially contrasting with this blue wrap. And as you can see with the windshield, you can see how you can still see through it. However, it is definitely dark enough to just give it that subtle, perfect look. So I am super happy with the percentage I went with. That's why I kind of go with the same one every single car I own. I think to me that's just perfect. Same exact setup that we have on the S3, and same thing is what I had on my GTR back in the day. But there you guys go. getting rid of the fishbowl on the Toyota Supra. Check out Sunstoppers, I'll have them linked down below. And now the Supra aesthetically is looking really, really good. I'm loving it. It's gonna keep it nice and cool. And of course, thing looks really sick. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you all in the next video.